Hey there, CIS102. Welcome to session 5. We are rolling along really pretty quickly here. I just have a few announcements here before we get through the meat and potatoes of what a session announcement would ordinarily be. Number one, I'm really pretty pleased with the way everybody is completing the material in both my lab and here in Eagle. So well done, everybody. It's summer, it's all of those things, and you guys are doing a really fantastic job. So well done, good stuff, yada yada. Number two is I did not catch this happening in the names of the the sessions. Rather, here's the deal. There are 7 weeks of this course as opposed to 8. I know I've been saying 8 and I apologize. It's like what do you call it? College wide. I don't know what the heck the deal is. They decided that 8 weeks too many. 7 weeks just right. So the good news is, though I did not catch it when I was going through and making the modules, I did have that idea when I was going through and assigning the material. So the good news is, even though I have verbally flubbed the 4 out of 8, the 5 out of 8 now, it should have been out of 7. The good news is we have been this whole time on track to finish the material without having to change anything. So that's the good news. It looks like everybody has been doing from the previous session, everybody has been doing access because the questions I received over the course of this week were about access, and that's fantastic. It means that you've just been going through and doing the work in my lab without me making you trip up by saying the wrong chapters in the last session overview. So that's fantastic. Do remember that just in case I tripped you up on that, just shend. I'm running out of coffee. My little man got up super duper early this morning, and I'm already on like way too many hours of the song and dance. So if you found that you did the work I told you to as opposed to the work that the calendar told you to, just go ahead and message me and we'll work it out. It's not a big deal. Here in this session, you will notice that there are 2 chapters worth of work. It's chapters 6 and 7 and PowerPoint. The reason for that is they're very, very short, actually. PowerPoint goes together pretty quickly. Everybody has had almost everybody has had a reasonable exposure to PowerPoint over their career, and I think that you'll do just fine. Chapters 6 and 7, you will notice that I have some additional materials for you here in Eagle. The following things are all true. Number 1, do not go to buy a new computer between summer and fall without first watching what we have for you here in the buying guide. It's important because when you walk into a Best Buy, they tell you the following thing: we're not on commission, which is bullshit. They're being paid to get you to buy a computer, and their needs and your needs are very, very probably going to be different. So take a listen to those. My second piece to that is, here in the CIS department, like everybody else, we do have a podcast, and one of the things we do is we are constantly updating that buying guide as new machines come out, as new processors come out. In the next 2 weeks, we will have a new buying guide out there for you, and what I'll do is just pass that along to everybody here in 102. In the meantime, we are RVCCIS Info on YouTube, on Facebook, and on Twitter. So I'll send out a message over the course of the week that says that with links instead. So there's the buying guide there. There's a keeping yourself safe online. There's a securing your network at home. All of those go above and beyond what the text and above and beyond what my lab do to make you better at those. So please do go through and watch those tutorials there. We've put those together. They are not generic ones. They literally expressly reach out for you guys on what it is that you can do at home, at work, etc., to be a better, number one, computer buyer, number two, network haver, essentially. And then there's the PowerPoint stuff there. So that is what is on the docket for this session. As every week, I always say, and I still mean it, if you have any questions, do reach out, and I am happy to help walk you through them. I was really pleased with the progress that everybody was making based on the questions I had from last week with access. So again, you're doing really great, 102. So keep it up. Don't be afraid to message. And otherwise, look for sometime in the middle of this week another message with some more social media stuff you might be able to follow.